title. What is that?
Yeah, you know what? It's a certification that I received as part of my training at IPEC.
Okay.
So with IPEC, they've actually created an assessment, and it's called the Energy Leadership Index Assessment.
Okay.
It's 80 questions, and the idea of this is that IPEC's core coaching philosophy is based on energy. Everything is energy, and it's a mixture of either anabolic or catabolic energy, and from those two categories of anabolic, which is it's very healing, it's very empowering, it's like this growth mentality. And then there's catabolic energy, which is often sometimes very restrictive. It can cause stress. And so based on those two levels of energy, it's divided into seven different levels. And the seven different levels is what the assessment really talks about is where are you and where are you? How does level 1 to level 7 energy show up in your life? What are the filters that you carry around in your day to day that either support you in your life and in your relationships or the way that you lead yourself and other people? And what are maybe some of the more catabolic energy, the lower levels of energy that might be holding you back? And I mentioned how I was able to really explore who I was after I removed the idea that the inner critic was who I was when I started to take my power back. And removing that level of catabolic energy allowed me to see a lot more options. So it's exploring what it would look like if we removed some of those filters, those lower levels of energy filters that we have in order to experience more joy, more peace, more personal freedom, more trust in the universe. And so the Energy Leadership Index Master Practitioner really is just a certification or designation that we can do the assessment and actually do the debrief for our clients.
Wow, what a fantastic tool. And I'm so agree with the energy. I think the energetic exchange we have comes before anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most powerful thing, the exchange we have within ourselves and with others. And what an amazing tool. And they've included that as part of the part of what you do. Wow. So
Yeah.
is this something that you do with your clients? Do they go through this process?
Yes. So I mean, because it's such a powerful tool, I always include it as part of my packages. It is
Mm-hmm.
something that I want to do with them in the beginning before we begin our sessions together, because I feel like one assessment is like 10 sessions kind of built up together because now we're laying everything out on the table. We're showcasing all the filters. We're basically cleaning out the closet.
Mm.
We've jammed all these thoughts, these stories, this baggage that we've kind of hid in our closet, and this assessment really is about laying it all out and deciding what you want to keep and what you might want to throw away or donate or give away because it either doesn't fit, serve you, doesn't make you feel good. And so how can we move forward with that? And I mean, I love this because oftentimes we think we only have one option. We always default to our default tendency. Either it's blame or judgment or
Mm.
I'm a victim. I'm not going to do anything. But if there's seven levels of energy, at a bare minimum, you have at least six other options, you know, and it opens up your eyes to different types of perspectives. And something that, I really learned for myself was the entire time before coach training, I always thought that if I could make lemonade out of lemons, if I could find the silver lining in the experiences that I have, then I would have made it. That was what I was aspiring to be.
Mm.
And in the energy leadership assessment, that is actually what we define as a level 3 thought, which
Right.
then shifted everything for me because I'm like, what? There's still level 4, 5, 6, and 7? Like, I mean, you mean there's more?
Oh, I've lost you there. What's happened there? Mandy? Hello? Hello?
Hi.
Hi, I've lost you and now it's not that clear. Are you still there?
I'm still here.
Ah, perfect. Sorry, maybe it was at my end. I missed that last bit.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, no, I was just talking about how, like rationalizing or finding the silver lining is really a level 3 energy, which then made me realize that I have more options than that, and I can strive for even more than just finding the silver lining. I can be looking for the opportunity. I can find joy in the things that, I might not have expected, might have been out of my control, but what are some new perspectives that I can bring along that's going to serve me better and bring me more personal freedom? And so that really is what the assessment is about, is identifying options and your current filters.
That sounds like an amazing tool, and as you say, one to bring on in the beginning, because now you've got a fantastic basis and a groundwork to build on through the coaching, haven't you? I really like the idea of that tool. Yeah, that's very exciting. So that's part of what you do when you help people with everybody, yeah?
Yeah, I package it in all my packages. And then sometimes when people are not ready to commit to, a full package, I do offer it on its own, just for people to know, like if they just want to do the assessment and get the debrief on what my current filters look like and what are some options that I can have, I offer it separately as well.
Okay, great. No, I was very interested in that first because I am very interested. I'm getting more and more interested into energy as I go through, my own personal journey. And the other week I did a breathing course. Have you ever done anything on breathing?
No, I haven't.
No, well, I wasn't really that interested in it, but it's part of my psychotherapy. And I thought, well, I went into it and I thought, well, it's not going to really do much for me here. And I'll just see how I go. And I had no expectations, and it absolutely blew me away. It was phenomenal. Through it's something called connective breathing, and you basically get yourself into a heightened state. So you bring up very, very deep emotions, and I think you've got to experience it. Everybody's different, but it was. I didn't expect it. That was the whole thing. I didn't expect it at all. So it was. Some of these things can be so powerful, but it is all. The more we tap into our energy and the energy that we want, the more the better our lives can be,
Yeah,
and the better our
totally.
relationships with everyone else. So that's very exciting. Very.
Hmm.
So, where do you work with people? Do you work with people face to face? Do you work with people online? How does your business actually work?
Yeah, so I do all of my stuff online. So either through Zoom, so video conference, or over
Mm-hmm.
the phone. I love doing the video conference because I feel like we're more connected, and I can see their facial expressions
Yeah.
and and their body language. And I think part of communication, body language just speaks so much. So that's typically how I like to do my sessions is just online, which is so amazing because I don't feel limited to just, my own community. I feel like I could help other people all over the world. And it was nice to get my first like international client last year where, she was from the States, and it worked out. So I love doing the online bit.
Yeah, fantastic. And you're a huge inspiration to me for two reasons. I've got a very busy face-to-face business here in Dubai, but I'm returning to the UK. But I really want an online presence because we can attract so many more people. We can share, with so many more people all around the world. So that's very exciting that your business is totally online. And Zoom is a great platform. I love Zoom.
Yeah.
It is a great platform. So that's very inspiring. I'd love to have a chat with you about how that works and how you've done that. So huge congratulations to you because anyone can access you. It's brilliant. Yeah, just wonderful. And
Yeah.
I'm just going to let our listeners know actually where they can find you. So you've got is this a Facebook group or a Facebook page?
I have a Facebook page.
Okay. Is this the one, Own Your Story Life Coaching? Is that your page?
Yes, that's
Fantastic.
my page.
Okay. So listeners, if you're on Facebook, go and check out Mandy here at www.facebook.com/ownyourstoryLifeCoaching, and go and see there what Mandy's got to offer, and you can follow along and learn more about what Mandy does and how she helps really transform people's lives. And you can also find Mandy on Instagram, and that's www.instagram.com/ownyourstory.lifecoaching. So are those both correct, Mandy?
Those are both correct, yes.
Fantastic, great. So those are the social media platforms that you can go out and check Mandy out there. Where you'll get a lot of information is on Mandy's website, and that is www.ownyourstory.ca, and you'll be able to find out a ton of information there. And not only that, I'm going to let you talk about this, because this is a wonderful offer and you'll be able to give a lot better detail than me. You have a wonderful, I love the name, I think you called it the Best You Assessment. So this is what Mandy has got to offer you for today. So over to you, Mandy. Tell us about it.
Yes, thank you. So it's the Best You Assessment, and this is we were talking about it just now. I'm glad we actually kind of did get a chance to talk about it. It's the Energy Leadership Index Assessment. So using what IPEC has provided as the Energy Leadership Index Assessment, which is 80 questions. It's all scaling questions. And from there, we're going to identify the filters and the 7 level and how you show up in all 7 different levels of energy. So this is really for you to become more aware of who you are and the current filters that you have. I want to highlight that this is all very, it's attitudinal based, which means I don't want us to feel like this is a label. It's not a personality assessment. It's just to identify the filters that you have right now based on all of the experiences that you had. So I've seen people do this assessment once and then do the assessment, 5 months later, and it looks so different. The energy levels look so different based on our new perspectives. So that's what I want to offer is this energy leadership assessment. I call it the Best You, because I think that gives a better idea of what it really is. It's to identify the best version of yourself, leveraging the 7 different levels of energy. And as a special, what I also have created on my website is an online self-study course on creating more meaningful conversations. So this is a 5-module online self-study course. I talk about the 5 most important communication skills. It's more directed to if you have a partner, but honestly, these skills are so universal. You could use it with anybody that you meet, your children, your coworkers, your own, if you have clients, you can use them on them as well. And so the assessment is $149. And if you make a note that you've heard it through here, then I will give you the communication self-study course for free. So I'll just give you access to that.
Yeah. Wow, what a beautiful offer. Wow, thank you so much. And so listeners, you can go to your website, yeah? So you go to your website to check all this out, and I'll just repeat that website again. That is www.ownyourstory.ca, and you can go on there and you can click on, is there an icon on there? Is there somewhere you can find it?
Yeah, so it's under, so you could actually go www.ownyourstory.ca/the-best-you. You could do that.
Okay,
just the
great.
Best You. Or it's under Work With Me. In the tab, you'll see Best You Assessment. And if you want to learn more about what the communication course looks like, you can just scroll down from Work With Me and go to Online Self-Study, because that's what I want to give to you for free.
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much. That's a fabulous offer.